Good morning, true crime friends. How you doing this morning? It's a bright, early Monday morning. So bright, look, there's not even light in the sky, but it's very early. It's not that bright yet, but it's very early. Listen, astonishing development. I am off coffee for 24 hours. I'm not sure how I'm going to survive. I have a medical test tomorrow, and the person was like, you can't have coffee. And I was like, right. Okay. Yeah. That morning. And she's like, no, for 24 hours. I was like, what? I'm sorry. What? Ma'am. I don't. Okay. I hope everything with my health is fine. I'm sure that it is. This is just like a confirmation test that everything is okay. But no coffee for 24 hours? Listen, that is the real test. I might end up at the nervous hospital. No coffee for 24 hours. So I'm here with my trusty Starbucks cup, and it's filled with a delightful caffeine-free Crystal Light. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm fine right now. I don't know how I'm gonna do come 8 o'clock or 3 o'clock this afternoon. I don't. Okay. It's making my heart beat fast to think about not having coffee, but I'm sure that I can do it, and it'll be fine. Okay. Also, the entire true crime world is at Crime Con. It seems. I don't know. I've been seeing the pictures. Everybody looks like they're having a lovely time. Honestly, I have mixed feelings about Crime Con, right? It seems really fun, and there's some really good panels and stuff, but I, generally speaking, don't enjoy panels. I, generally speaking, don't enjoy sitting still. So the idea of sitting still for just hearing people talk, no, thank you. Because even when I'm listening to podcasts, I'm doing other things, right? I'm doing dishes, I'm vacuuming the floors, I'm shampooing the carpets, I'm chopping wood. I'm getting things done. Yes, I do chop wood. I know it seems unusual, but yes, I do. I enjoy chopping wood because it's good for the abs. See, at the end of the day, I'm still very vain. But the thing about Crime Con that I would be very excited about is the merch. I think there's probably some amazing Crime Con t-shirts, and I kind of want all of them. But I'm not there. It is in Florida, and I am still in New Jersey, and I hear next year it's in Vegas, and I'm like, ooh, Vegas. I like Vegas, but I like Vegas for 24 to 48 hours. Much longer than that, no thank you. But look, we need to get to the news. You know what you need to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Look, the news. I was looking at the news bin because everybody's at Crime Con. There's not that much going on, and there's no cases that I'm reporting on or want to be reporting on happening right now. So I was like, what is going on here in other news? And then I found it, honey. This case. It's not really a case. It's more just like an incident. The cops were looking for a car that had been reported stolen. And so, of course, an APB goes out or whatever. And they're like, oh, there's the car right there. Let's pull it over. So they boop, boop, put the lights on, pull the car over. They shine the lights raise your hands and come out of the car. And so little hands come up and come out of the car. A 10-year-old is driving the car. Okay. Not fine, but okay, a 10-year-old's driving the car. Mr. 10-year-old, what in the world is happening with you and this car? And then his younger sister, I think his sister was a 10-year-old, 11-year-old. I forget which one was driving. Maybe the 11-year-old was the driver. But still, 10 and 11 had stolen the car because their mom took away their video games. Y'all can be grounded for the rest of your lives. I'm just letting you know right now, the rest of your natural life. You gonna go to college while sitting in your bedroom. And these days you could do that. What? And so they were like, your mom took away your video games, so you stole her car. Where were they going? To GameStop? What is happening? And I was like, okay, they probably drove 5-10 miles up the road. 200 miles these children have driven. 200 miles in my car that you stole. First of all, was it a driving game? Is that the game she took away? It had to be a driving game, because how does a 10, 11-year-old know how to drive a car for 200 miles? Was they making appropriate lane changes? Were they signaling? They were on the highway. I guess highway is easier than street driving. It was also the middle of the night, so hopefully there was not that much traffic. But what? This story has blown my mind. So I have to sit my children down and remind them that they're not allowed to steal my car. Although all of them at this point are old enough to drive. So it's which probably increases the chances of them stealing my car now that I think about it. But they know who their mother is, so I don't think that's going to be an issue at my house because they not going to want that. They don't want this smoke. They do not want this smoke. And while I was like sort of poking around looking for stories, weird facts, because this is what happens, right? I'm looking for something totally else, something totally, I'm like, what is happening in true crime? What is Vinnie Politan up to? Where's Nancy Grace? What's going on? Where's Brandy Churchwell? I might need an emergency chart. And then I saw this story about crab blood. I was like, why do I care about crab blood? Wait, crab blood is blue? Did you know that animals can have colors of blood that was not red? What? I have received a full education this morning. So I was like, why is crab blood blue? Send. And so, or enter, I guess. And then it turns out it's blue because of proteins or whatever. And then I was like, okay. What other colors of blood are available? Enter. And then it was like, turns out, now listen, this is not true crime. It is just fascinating to me personally. You may not care. That's fine. But blood in all different kinds of living creatures can be clear, red, blue, purple. I want purple blood. Wouldn't that be cool to happen? I think you have to be like a sea creature or something. Purple, green. I guess it depends what outfit you're wearing. I mean, I guess you don't bleed all over the place. I don't know. That purple blood blew my mind. And so now after I finish this little video, I have to go do more blood research because I'm a scientist now. Half a scientist, a little bit of a scientist. But look, the most important thing I did this weekend, aside from Murdoch week, because all this week, 4 days this week, I review the Murdoch documentary from Netflix, season 2. Some of those people might need a little therapy. Some of those people might need a little bit more than therapy. Look, a lot of people were very excited about the auction. Okay, great. But I'm like, some of y'all just got on Netflix and embarrassed yourself. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, okay, you're excited. You want to go see their ugly furniture? Great. Have a good time. Turtle lamps. Okay, turtles. What them turtles ever do to you, Maggie? I mean, obviously you're not here anymore. Who is collecting turtle lamps? What? I don't. Okay, fine. And then the lady who bought the vacuum cleaner, this lady needs all the help in the world. And she was like, the vacuum cleaner was $50 and it came with an original bag. So you have Murdoch dirt. You paid for Murdoch. And she's like, I haven't opened it yet. Ma'am, okay, first of all, how many pills are in that bag? Because you know Blanca and Gloria, well, Gloria had been gone a couple of years, but it was probably Blanca vacuuming. You know with some pills and some cocaine and assorted narcotics in that vacuum bag. You know that bag is probably mostly filled with dust, which P.S. dust is like people's skin cells and stuff from the air and spider webs and stuff. No, thank you. And narcotics. If you snort the dust from that vacuum cleaner, you could probably get very, very high. Very high. Y'all have embarrassed yourself right here on the Netflix. Well, not y'all. That one lady on the And then they had like the couches and the pillows and whatever. People, in my opinion, people were just disrespectful. They're like, oh, this is a Murdoch. Let me lay on out and do a Alex Murdoch, pretend like I'm taking a nap. Ew. Bad taste. If the auction was local, would I have gone? Unlikely, because it just seemed way too people-y for me. But I was like, they got bad taste. In my opinion, their stuff was ugly, and people are getting excited over their dirt, and no thank you. And then somebody bought a camera, and the camera still had like the memory card in it. No, what you're not going to do is take my family pictures and just have them all out here, particularly me in a swimsuit in an unflattering pose. No, thank you. Everything about that just seemed like a violation. Now, will I go to an estate sale? Oh, yes, I'm going to go to an estate sale, but I'm not buying your underwear. I'm not buying your bed sheets. I might buy a tablecloth, maybe. Although I would buy a bed sheet if I was going to use it to make a circle skirt, because I love a circle skirt out of a bed sheet. But I would not be sleeping on your bed sheets, and I will wash and bleach and probably dye it as well. Okay, look, I have hesitations and limitations, but after I finished doing all my Murdoch research, then I could get into what I really, really was excited about, and that was Deadly Dentist. Look, on Friday, we start Deadly Dentist Week. And so I was like, I wonder if there will be enough Deadly Dentists for me to do like a whole series of Deadly Dentists. Turns out the answer is yes. I was worried in vain. I was like, okay, Google, show me all the Deadly Dentists. There's a lot of them. Now look, not all dentists. I'm sure some dentists are quite delightful. My personal dentist is a gem. He is a wonderful human being. His wife is also a dentist. They are good dentist people. But some of these dentists, deeply, deeply weird. This one dude did so many strange things. I'm like, is there any correlation between like being super into teeth and being like a creepy weirdo? Or does like being a creepy weirdo just stand on its own? I am unsure. There's some really strange stuff going on. There's some murder. There's some money laundering. There's a lot of poisoning of wives. I guess if you're a dentist, you have access to lots of poisons. That was like a teensy bit of insurance fraud or whatever, and some perjury or whatever. Okay, fine. Like insurance fraud actually makes sense. But murder and a dentist? What he do? Drill you to death? Clean your teeth? Floss you within an inch of your life? I don't understand how all that works. And our medical professionals, people, we think highly of you. We used to think highly of you. We want to think highly of you because you save lives and stuff. And teeth. Look, this beautiful smile is a result of many, many thousands of dollars of dental work and orthodontia twice. I wore braces twice and headgear while I was in college. Listen, this mouth was very expensive, and I am very grateful to several dentists and orthodontists for my pearly whites. But I'm just like, Now I'm looking at all these dentists with a little bit of side eye. Listen, it's a dentist and an orthodontist here in town that I got some beef with. I'm not going to go into it here on my nice YouTube channel, but anyway, her and her ethics and non-straightening of my children's teeth. Ooh, don't even get me started. It makes me so, so mad. But look, this week we're covering the Murdochs from that Netflix documentary, Cousin Eddie Speaks. You know we've been waiting to hear from Cousin Eddie. Oh, I wanted to hear from Cousin Eddie could have his own reality show. First of all, Cousin Eddie needs subtitles. Remember when Welcome to Honey Boo Boo or Here Comes Honey Boo or Boo, or that Honey Boo Boo show came out, and you were like, oh, look, they're Americans, but they need subtitles because we have no idea what they're saying. That's how I feel when Cousin Eddie talks. I'm like, listen, you know I watch everything on 2X. Cousin Eddie, I'm like, I'm going to put this on 0.75. and turn the volume up, and maybe then I could understand what this man is saying, because I am not entirely certain that he is speaking English. Not the English that I know. Maybe he's speaking like low country English, and he talk like he got a mouthful of marbles. Like, what? What, Cousin Eddie? What you say? I had to listen real hard, and I'm still not sure that I caught everything. But look, it is what it is. I need to go find a coffee alternative to help me wake up. Although I am quite awake, considering I have not had coffee yet. I don't know what the rest of this day is going to look like. It's not going to be good. Tomorrow, Brandy Churchwell. I always want to call her Brandy Glanville from The Real Housewives. Brandy Churchwell is interviewing Mandy. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I have my outfit together. Listen, I posted it over in the community tab. Oh, I'm doing full Mandy drag. I'm doing my Super Mandy t-shirt with my blue Mandy cape because, you know, the girl in the kitchen, Miss Alexa, she reminded me. And so I made a cape this weekend. So I have a cape and I have the shirt and I have blue pants to match. What color boots would a superhero wear? I think red or yellow. I have to see if I have red or yellow boots, because tomorrow, yes, I have meetings at the office, and yes, I have a medical appointment. Do you know what I'm wearing to all of them? My Super Mandy t-shirt and cape. Yes, that is what I am wearing. Don't judge me. And I made some Super Mandy mugs that say stay pesky, and anybody who buys one, I'm going to give the proceeds to charities down there in the Low Country. To Gloria's Gift, who is Gloria Satterfield's charity, and Mal's Pals, which is Mallory Beach's charity for animals. So look, if you obviously it won't arrive in time for the Mandy Brandy interview tomorrow. Wait, and I saw something this morning that Dr. Kenny Kinsey is going to be there. How did I miss the fact that Kenny Kinsey was going to be there? Oh, I love Kenny Kinsey. First of all, his name is an alliteration, and I love an alliteration. So I was like, okay, Kenny Kinsey and Mandy and Brandy and some other lady named Mandy, who I don't know who she is, but I'm going to find out, I guess, tomorrow when I hear them interview. And I'm going to sit in the office in my Mandy cape and my Mandy t-shirt, and I'm just going to be perched and what? So listen, when you see me in the comments, just know I'm wearing a cape. And yes, I'm sitting in my office or possibly at the doctor's office. I will be there in my cape. Picture it in your mind, because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to put up a nice headshot of me in my cape and my Mandy t-shirt, because trust and believe I am coming in full force with all of my foolishness, perched and ready to watch. I can hardly wait. So look, there was something else I was going, oh, wait. Jim Griffin is out here in these true crime streets. He got a whole wife. He got a wife that's not that Sarah lady that he's flouncing around town with. Now look, where's his wife and what is her opinion of him? And when I saw him in pictures with this Sarah lady, I don't know who she is. I think isn't she like a troll or something? I don't know her whole story. I don't know nothing about the lady. But everything I've heard about her makes me suspect that she might be a troll. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying she has ways likened into that of a troll. How about that? When I was a kid, my mother was like, I do not curse. I am a good Christian woman. And so she wouldn't call somebody an MF. She would call somebody an MG, a mother goose. This mother goose. Can you believe this mother goose? Which always made me laugh. And so she was like, I'm a good Christian lady. I'm not going to call somebody a biatch. I'm going to say she has ways likened unto that of a biatch. So that Sarah lady, I'm not saying she's a troll. She got ways likened unto that of a troll. I don't understand her. But her and Jim Griffin have been spending a lot of time hanging out together. And when I saw a picture of them, I was like, wait, is Jim Griffin dating Kelly Dodd from the Real Housewives of the OC? Because that's who she looks like to me. I was like, or is Kelly Dodd in Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? She one of them California Real Housewives. But that woman that Jim Griffin is hanging out with, does his wife know? Number one, where is Mrs. Griffin? I'm going to need a report from her. Does anybody have eyes on Mrs. Griffin? This is the real story that we need to be following. Where is Jim Griffin's wife? His whole wife. South Carolina, fan out and find out where that lady is, because I would like to hear from her. Have separation papers been filed? Is he just out here with this other side chick? You publicly got your side chick out right now? Mrs. Griffin, please check in. I know you're probably watching this channel because, listen, you want to know all the who's who and the what's what, just like everybody else. So, Mrs. Griffin, I'm sorry I talked about the blue blood and the crabs before I talked about you, because I want to know all of your personal business. Please and thank you. Do y'all have children? Do you live in a nice big mansion? Or you like Dick's wife, who just moved to another country to be away from his behind, and also who could blame him? Listen, Dick is down there at the crime con hanging out with Joe McCullough. Okay. That's not suspicious at all. Joe McCullough. I'm looking at you with all the side eye in the world. But look, I still need to go find myself a coffee alternative. But Mrs. Jim Griffin, please check in. We would like to hear from you. Did he unalive her? Did he sick Alex on her? Might she be out by the kennels, laid in the prone position, but not doing yoga? I'm just asking for myself. Look, today's episode of True Gossip is brought to you by Gracie Girl, Stovetop Sue 1, not to be confused with Stovetop Sue 2, and Ayamos, Ibamos. Doesn't that mean, hey, come on? Vamos. My Spanish is not that good. My son sent me a message the other day in Spanish. I was like, okay, good for you. You're doing well in Spanish class. I'm going to need you to ask me these questions in English. Although I did know what he was talking about, because, you know, where I live, you can't live here without speaking some kind of Spanish. Anyway, hey, come on. Ibamos. Unclear. My Spanish pronunciations were not that good, but I know what stuff means. Anyway, those three delightful human beings are part of our, they're members of this channel. And so if you're a member of this channel, we get together every night and have a little kiki before bedtime. And then there's some like extra videos and you see me on assorted adventures. There's an adventure that I've been on in my neighborhood. I'm conducting an investigation and I have followed it breathlessly, on the little back room over there, because we could talk about things. I'm relatively unfiltered on the main feed. I'm very unfiltered over there. So if you would like to join us, please do. The subscribe button after you subscribe to the channel turns into a join button. Or you can just go on your regular computer and look for the join button and click join and join at the level that's right for you. We would love to have you over there. And there's the hot goss level where you get some things. And then the professional gossips, child, they get everything. I don't put up a ton of extra information, but the extra information that I put up for my professional gossip friends, well, that's just between us, just between me and the professional gossips. We have our own little secrets. We're not talking about none of y'all at all. Not at all. All right, y'all. You get out there and you have a fabulous day, and I will see you later. Hey, and tune in for Lunchtime True Crime, where we talk about the Murdochs. Bye.